Hello? Who are these people that beat us and kill us and destroy us? Who are they? I can tell you right now, they're Christians. Watch my tape before this. Watch the video that I put out before this. They're Christians. They're Christians, people. They're unholy. They like to say holy. Christians, Catholics, Romans, Freemasons. They're Freemasons, people. Freemasons. I've been trying to tell you who these people are, but you just won't listen. You think they're on your side. You think they're for you. God said to separate yourself because your religion is not their religion. Your religion is not their religion. The Bible you read is not their Bible. It's the Catholic Bible. And they're hiding. Didn't God say they're going to try to turn into angels of light? If you have no more discernment, if everybody that's sin is good and they're just trying like you feel guilty because I don't want to judge them because I'm messing up, but then you won't have discernment. You won't be able to discern who's good and who's bad and who's going to destroy your life. These people are Freemasons, not just white though. The Maccabees, he had to fight Jewish people coming after their own people. Had to fight people coming after their own people. Read the Maccabee. He was real. Let's turn to Matthew 5 and 33, 5:33, Matthew 5:33. Okay? Let's start. Again, ye have heard that it has been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oath. The Lord never said you shouldn't swear. He said you shouldn't swear to something that's frivolous, something that's not true, something that's not good. When you get into the Freemasons, when you get into the sororities and fraternities, you have to swear. And you're disobeying God right there. No big deal, right? No big deal to you. But it's going to send you to hell. God says, do not swear. Let me finish that. It's 33 still. But thou shalt perform the Lord's thine oaths. When you make oaths to the Lord, you have to perform it. When you put your hand on the Bible, when you swear to God, you have to perform that oath. It's a binding oath. Hard to get away from. And you get punished for it. Depending on how he feels. He looks at your heart. Freemasonry. Freemasonry is taking over the world. But everybody wants to survive. Everybody wants to survive. We all want to survive. We've all had a mindset of survival. But comes a difference between you putting your faith in them and their lifestyles and the way they do things, having your faith in them and having your faith in God. Because they're not going to give you anything, really. They're going to make you rich and they're going to take you down and take everything from you. They're going to fool you for a while, then they're going to take everything from you. See that guy down there? That's you. That's you and me. Oh, yeah, you and me. It's coming. It's called Jacob's trouble. It's called Jacob's trouble. We all going to be down there. And the Christians is going to be on top of you. You think they're going to mess with the Christians? You think they're going to mess with the people, other people that don't look like us? You think they're going to mess with them? No, they're going to be, because they want to survive, they're going to let you go. Because they're going to be scared, they're going to let you go. Two things, survival and fear. Survival and fear, and God hates fear. Fear was above everything, adultery, murder, everything. Fear, not faith. Fear. Faith has to be your number one guide in life. Faith. When they tell you that we're going to take everything away from you, you know, God always, when Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and they were going to and from Jericho, after they whooped Jericho, before they whooped Jericho, they were coming to the Jordan River. And they said the Jordan River was overflowed that day. Okay? And the priests or the Levites had to get out front. Levites were the musicians and the singers and the praisers and the people of God that study God, and that's pretty much all they do. Find out what God is saying. And that's why I said when you're playing piano, playing drums, you're praising God, you better think about that. And when they got to the river was overflowed. And the first Levite had to step his foot in that raging river. And his faith had to be there. That's why half the 10 virgins, it's not going to have faith to step in that river. They're going to stay there with the Christians. You're going to stay there with the Catholics, the goats on God's left hand. They don't want that faith because it's too hard for them to believe that God will protect you. Just to see the faith of what seed was that? Of a mustard seed. Just the faith of a mustard seed. And you will overcome your situation. Just the faith of a mustard seed, you will overcome your situation, but there's no faith in you. You're not going to go to hell for sin. You're going to go to hell for being a sinner. Moses, Abraham's wife, sinned, but she's not a sinner. David sinned, but he wasn't a sinner. These churches, these god-awful people think you can do anything you want and God is going to accept you and take you into heaven. Oh, he's just working with me. Garbage. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know that you're a sinner. And you have to say, God, forgive me of my sin. I want to come to you. Garbage. You got to know that you're a sinner, because he will tell you that at some point somebody's going to tell you that you're a sinner even if you don't know. Yeah, there's some people who sin and don't even know. They don't even know they're sinners because they never even been around God. But that's not you. And these church people are trying to tell you it's okay to be lukewarm. Oh my God. It's okay. Wear dresses that you wear to your clubs in the church. Quit asking people to come to church. Church ain't going to get you saved. Church ain't doing nothing but once you get there and get your money and control your mind. Quit asking people to come to church. Yeah, we want you to come to church now. Quit asking people to come to church. Tell them to come to Jesus. Find Jesus. Change your heart. Stop sinning. Freemasons. This is 33. Again, ye have heard that it has been said that by the old time that thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform to the Lord thy oath. But I say unto you, swear not at all. He's not telling you not to swear. He said when you do swear, perform that oath. That's why you don't swear to the Freemasons. And you think it's of God because they say Bible things, because they say Jesus. The devil is in church. The devil reads the Bible. The devil shouts. The devil sings good songs. The devil are in musicians and preachers that save millions. But when they get in front of God, what is he going to say? He's going to say, Lord, I've done this for you. I went to church every day. Every time the door was open, I sang. Thousands of people got saved. Lord, I did this, I did that. He said, yeah. He said, but I never knew you. Because you were lukewarm, you still sinned. And you never repented of your sins. You hurt people. You call people names. You steal out of purses that's sitting next to you. You lie. You cheat. You hurt people's feelings on purpose. You think about it, and it's willful sinners. Willful sinners. Willful sinners. God's talking about the ones that sin that is going to make it to heaven. Is the ones that really do 99% of what God wants them to do, and they just mess up, got scared, like Paul, like Peter. Like Peter. When he saw those spears, he got frightened. I mean, you're going to see those spears, it's going to stab you in your belly at some point at night and dark and scary, and you see the points of those spears, you're like, I don't want to get stabbed with that right now. You need the Holy Spirit. You need to search for the Holy Spirit. You have to search for the Holy Spirit. You have to work to get him. You got to cut off all your sinning. You got to cut off all your TVs for a while. I ain't saying you can't watch good things. God said those things that are good and kind and nice, you can watch that. But I'm telling you, all this evil and killing and shooting and cussing. Seems like every Christian cuss now. It's a devil. It's a devil. 34. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne. 35. Nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by the head, nor thou cast not make one hair white or black. Neither swear by it, but I swear by my life. You can't do nothing for your life. God has got your life. You can't do nothing for your life. Let your communication be yea and nay. 37. For whosoever is more than these cometh of evil. These devils out here, they're going, hey, did you do this and then can you take me home? And you know these people are crooks. They could kill you. No. Or yes, I'll take you home because God is protecting me. or you're not where you want to be because you don't go up against no devil unless you are saved, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you. Do not fight the devil unless you don't have that little feeling back there. Oh yeah, that conscience that yeah, I stole out of that lady's purse here a couple days ago. You gonna go up against the devil and your door's open? He gonna make you crawl around on the ground like a dog and beg and whoop the snot out of you. Don't do it. Yeah, I was fornicating and yeah, I lied. Yeah, I was lying to them people. And I had fun doing it. You got to close your doors before you fight these devils. God has protected you. Grace, mercy has kept you, and you think it's good. You think that's the way it is. God, I was when I didn't really know God because my father, he just preached to himself. He only preached to himself, and he never really preached to us. He just preached to himself. So I hated God really, because your father is like God to children. Your mother's a nurturer. You go to her when you're hurting, and so she can hug you and oh baby, and put you up to her chest and oh baby, I love you. But the man, he's an enforcer. He's the teacher, and he didn't do anything for us. So now he's like God to you. Now God turned you down. Now you don't want God because I didn't have a father. My father didn't treat me. Ask these gang members. I ain't had no father. And they did that in welfare. Yeah, they threw out all the fathers out of the house, told them, if you're going to get welfare, to these ladies, if you're going to get welfare and you're going to get anything to help your family, you're going to get food, if you're going to get money, you have to throw all men out of the house. And they can't even live in the city. They can't even live in the city. And so now they have to be fornicators. Why? You say, well, yeah, that's right. See how your 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 Gentile mind is thinking. Yeah, you have to do that. You can't get anything. But that's not for a person that believes and trusts in God. I guarantee you, when them people say, well, we can't give you anything, you can't get married, you can't do this, and you can't have a husband in here, and they're telling you how to become a sinner. Because these women need a man, and now they can't have a man or they won't survive, and they believe in survival. Don't let no woman tell you that they're marrying you for love. They don't know you. They're not marrying you for love. They're marrying you because they think you can take care of them. That's just an instinct. It's not evil. That's an instinct for a woman, a weak woman in her body, not in her mind. She's just as strong as we are almost in her mind. But we're stronger. They get fooled easier. They stay with these old devil preachers. They stay, oh yeah, and they'll fight you to the teeth. With these old devil preachers that treat people, the men, that's why there's hardly any men in the church anymore. Full of women. Remember Adam and Eve? And so they throw you out of the church. Now the women have to become fornicators, but you won't stand up and you say, no, I'm going to get married. God is going to take care of me. That's called faith in God. And I guarantee you he's going to take care of you. How do I know? Because I went through it. Me and my wife didn't have anything. She was working in one place. I was working across the street. She would go to this one burger place and start setting up. So she had the keys and opened up. So she was just a person that opens up the place and take care of the place. I forget what that's called. Is lower than a general manager or a manager. And she went in and opened up everything, got the coffee ready, and I sat in, and she let me in, and I sat in the seat and just read the Bible. And I came across this thing that whatever you need, just ask God, he'll give it to you. I'm like, well, that's too easy. Yeah, that's too doggone easy. Whatever you need, just ask God, he'll give it to you. Just pray, fast, he'll give it to you. God made me fast because we didn't have anything to eat. Yeah. So I was fasting. See, this is before I knew God. He's not talking about you people that know God just being disobedient. I didn't know God. Even though I had a past, I've been in church all my life, played drums all my life, did all that stuff in church. But the thing is, I didn't know God. Like most of these Christians, they don't know God. They think they can do anything and get to heaven. They think they can send their brains out. They think they can buy stolen goods. They think they can, and when somebody lay their purse down, they're going to steal from them. Think they can talk to anybody any old kind of way and destroy their souls. Like I told you in my last video, this lady was talking bad to this one man. He was a Christian. He was a man of God. He didn't insult her back. He told her good things about herself and nice things. And she started crying. She said, you know, I was going to go home and kill myself. But because you talk to me this way, I'm not going to kill myself. That's a Christian. That's a person of God. You're not a person of God. You're a Christian. You're a Christian. Do anything, say anything, be anything, and you get into heaven. My God, if you give that $1,000, you okay. Lies, 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 lies. You're not okay. You're not okay. Your mouth is going to send you to hell talking bad at people. People are God's commodity. You cannot talk bad to people. You cannot. You got to be nice and kind to people because you know yourself. You're saved, right? But you know how many times you done fell back, got into sin, and can't make it hardly, and you saved. Now you're going to talk this way, treat these people, and they're going to say, I don't like Christians. Let them say that about you. God's going to bloody you up and send you to hell. God said, you will not mess with my little children. Talk wrong to these people and send them to hell. His or her blood going to be on your hands. And I sat there and I started reading the Bible, and I started reading the words of God because he said his words will not come back in vain. So I started finding some things. I said, we're going to own this. We're going to own this. We're going to run this. And we did that for about a month or two. And then all of a sudden, I told this story before, all of a sudden a district manager came in, asked my wife, well, what about you? I just wanted to talk. I'm talking to everybody. She said, well, I got this college education, that college education, almost a master's. She said, what the devil are you doing just setting up coffee? She fired the manager, hired my wife. My wife hired me as manager. We ran the place. You tell me that wasn't God. You tell me that wasn't God. And then I'm thinking, you know what? God did this to me, did this for me. Now I can do anything I want to do. I can keep on sinning and do anything I want to do. And I'm going to do this again. I went, after we left that job, years and years and years and years. I'm thinking I can just do what I want. God's going to bless me again. I'm going to read that Bible, read those verses. It didn't work. Why, God? Why? Why ain't this working? Why don't I have anything still after we left that job? From eating canned stuff to having a pocket full of money, and the guy treated her wrong at the next place over there that she was working, and they wouldn't even give her a meal. She went over there with her boss and had a purse full of $100 bills. And say, give me this and give me that. And he had to serve her. You see what God can do? And then years and years went by. I'm like, Lord, what's happening? I'm reading the verses. I'm praying. I'm trying to fast. What, Lord? What? Why can't I get nowhere? Years and years. I mean, good 10, 15 years. I'm trying to do the same thing with God. Nothing happened. Why? Why, Lord? And he told me, he answered me. He said, because you know now. Because you know better now. You trying to do the same thing as a person who don't know. I blessed you because of grace and mercy. I blessed you because of grace and mercy. I've given you because of grace and mercy. You didn't know. But now you know. And I'm going to judge you for what you know now. And you're still sinning. You're still doing the evil things that you've been doing. And you think I'm going to bless you. I'm not going to bless you again. I had to learn. He don't treat people that don't know the same way he treat people that know. You got to stop sinning. You got to stop lying. You got to stop cheating. You got to stop humping every boyfriend and girlfriend. It's a reason he said don't have sex before marriage. Because that boy and that man today is going to leave. He's just looking at you to get your pretty body. And then he's going to take off. Because he said, you got to understand, when a man get with a woman, he's sick of her mouth, he's sick of her ways. When a woman get with a man, she's sick of him sitting around farting and doing whatever he's doing. And so there's got to be better out there. It's got to be better. We all feel that way. Everybody feels that way. You get tired of that mate after a while because you see the real mates. You see the snot that's coming out of their nose. You see the bad breath in the morning. You see all of that. And the thing is, now, well, you know, I'm tired of this. Let me go somewhere else. Let me try another woman. Let me try another man. And women leave men quicker than men leave women. Actually, I was thinking men was leaving women all the time. And the statistics show it's women that's leaving 70%. Oh my God. 70% women leaving men. 70%. What the? 70%. How is that possible? How is that possible? 70% of the women are leaving men. And I'm thinking through TV that it was the other way around, that men are garbage, men don't stay with their women, men are evil. But that's not true. That's not true at all. Women are evil also. We don't marry for love. We don't know each other when we first married. Of course you had those feelings. Of course you want to have sex. But that's not love. Love is I'll stay with you forever no matter what. Me and my wife, when we first got into Minneapolis, I didn't have a doggone thing. I was trying to get some work. And she sat with me on a bench, feeding the ducks, and she didn't have nothing in it and couldn't go home and eat nothing. She couldn't do nothing. But she still loved me and laughed with me feeding ducks on a park bench. Went home, ate a can of spaghetti in a soup, spaghetti sauce in a can. And that's it. And she still loved me. And I loved her. What are you marrying these people for? Why are you having sex with all these boyfriends? Getting all these diseases? These people was on this show, and they from Romania or wherever they was from, and they were picking up this girl and showing her feet. Her feet had 6 toes. People, that's Nephilim. That's Nephilim. God told Noah, because you're good in your generation, your genetics, because you're good in your genetics, you're going to have sex with a Nephilim. This is a real girl with real 6 toes, and you're going to make love to them, and you are not going to make it to heaven because it's going to change your DNA. Now, you are not good in your generation. You're not good in your genetics anymore. You're Nephilim. You're part of the Nephilim. You're the wives now of the sirens that became mermaids. They're not these mermaids on TV.